So we're having fun. I'm Mark. Hi. Hello. I wasn't done.
Hi, I'm Krista. Okay. I got it in there.
Good deal. We're back again with those fresh beats.
Sure.
What's up, Krista? How's it going? Good. Any new news?
Sure. Just go ahead. Say my lines for me.
Great.
I mean, not that this is scripted or anything.
No.
Actually, it is so far from scripted, which is why we're here. So,
what's going
out
on
there sometimes
in the world?
The only thing that I wanted to mention, because we usually talk about, news, trailers, stuff like that.
Yes.
There was a new trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3.
Oh, yeah.
That premiered. Yeah, it premiered, we recorded on, did we record on Monday or did we record on Sunday last week?
We might have recorded on Monday.
Because it was a holiday.
Yeah.
And no,
we did Sunday.
We did it Sunday.
We just watched everything Sunday and everything.
But then Monday is when the new trailer came out. I think,
during the playoff game, which we both watched.
The playoff or the championship game?
It was a playoff game.
Okay.
Yeah. It was the Cowboys versus the Now Boys.
Why was I thinking it was college football?
No, college football's
wrong with me?
All done.
Yeah, I know. That's why I thought it was a championship. I don't know. I don't watch football. So obviously I did not watch this.
Oh, Cowboys beat the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Because screw you, Tom Brady.
Oh, is he Bucks?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's terrible.
Is he retiring again?
I wish.
Is he going to retire?
He should. He's terrible.
Is he going to retire and then show up again and be like, I'm back?
Probably, just to screw with me.
Coming out of retirement again. Yeah.
Did it to me once, why not again? Anyway,
yeah, so new trailer.
It looks pretty good. He's going back to Mandalore.
Mm-hmm. Lots of Grogu in the air.
Lots of Grogu.
Very cute.
Looking all powerful.
So cute. Yep. Just pushing people around with the Force, as one does.
As he does.
Yeah, he's so cute. Every time he's on screen, I'm just like... I just want to squeeze him.
He's adorable.
So, he's very cute.
Yeah.
And I don't know how true this is, but I did read an article from some place, and I'm like, I don't know how accurate this is, but sure, whatever. That there were some people that were pissed off about it. They were pissed off. Because they were like, what's Grogu doing back with Mando? It's like, you obviously didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett.
Did not watch.
And then they're like, I'm not going to watch that crap show about Boba Fett. And it's
to be fair, they shouldn't.
It's not the best show. But...
should watch the last, 3 episodes.
Exactly. That's all you got to watch. Because people are like, just go back and watch, 5 through 7 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then other people were like, did they get pissed off that they didn't watch all of, the Clone Wars and then Ahsoka shows up?
Yeah.
No. But that, of course. But, they said that it was, Book of Boba Fett was, season 2.5 or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how accurate that is. They just had a few people tweeting about it.
Yeah.
That were like, oh my gosh, I don't want to watch that crap show. And then other people were going, well, too bad. So.
Yeah, they're terrible. Anyway.
But that's a whole, that's the whole Star Wars thing.
Yep. Jeremy Renner seems to be doing better.
Yeah.
Ish.
He's at home at least. Yeah. That's good.
Doing a lot of physical therapy. Mm-hmm. I didn't know he broke so many bones.
I was going to say, he broke so many bones.
So many bones.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Crazy. Poor guy.
I didn't realize we were going to talk about Jeremy Renner, so just messed up my segue, but it's cool. It's fine.
Sorry.
Because I was going to say, okay, so we've talked about the Star Wars thing.
Uh-huh.
And, George Lucas is in charge of that and everything.
Oh,
but he also kind of had some, what was it, he produced or whatever.
Yeah, he was the producer.
Producer for.
Him and Spielberg came up with the idea for it on a beach.
Here we go. And you got Harrison Ford and everything, because what did we watch?
We watched Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah!
And also Angela Bassett won Best Supporting Actress for Once and Forever.
I'm done. I'm out. Bye.
Anyway. Yes. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, that's what we watched.
First Indiana Jones movie that I'm aware of.
Yeah, because we had nothing on our schedule for this week.
Nothing going on.
It was like, oh my God, what are we going to watch? I don't know.
What should we do?
And then...
It's always difficult.
Oh, yeah. And then I was just scrolling through to see what was on TV, and I saw that Raiders was going to be on, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because they were doing like a whole marathon of the first 3 movies. And so I was like, well, there's a new one coming out soon. So maybe we should catch up. Because I really wish that we had done like Jurassic Park before the last one. Not necessarily all the Jurassic Park movies, but definitely the first one. The first one was one that I watched all the time.
Yes,
I mean, it was one I would come home from school and go into my bedroom where I had my little teeny tiny TV with the built-in VCR. And that thing was always in there. It was just always in there. It never got popped out of that VCR. It was just, as soon as I was done, rewind it. So the next day, it'd be ready. Yeah. So I could come home, watch me some Jurassic Park. Because I was obsessed, apparently. And then after that, it was The Sandlot.
It's a good combo.
Yep. Anyway.
I think Raiders, I saw just like parts of growing up. I don't know that I ever really sat down and watched it until like a few years ago when my dad came into town and we were just hanging out watching movies. Yeah. And we decided to watch it. Yeah. But so I feel like I've always seen the first part a lot. And then other parts and then just never really, I don't know.
Yeah, I see the first part a lot. And then once it gets to a certain point, I don't know, it slows down for me. Yeah. But it's like all action stuff. So it shouldn't be slow.
It's pretty fast paced and everything.
Yeah, but I'm like... Just get to the face melting part. That's what I want to see.
I want to see the ball and I want to see faces melt. That's all I want.
I want to see that ball chasing him in that temple. And I want to see...
skip around.
And I want to see the Nazis melting.
I want to see him shoot that sword guy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And so I watched this a lot, or a pretty good bit growing up. This one, and I remember watching this in Temple of Doom a lot. Yeah. I don't remember watching
Last
Crusade. I was like, what is the name of the last one? It's got Crusade in it.
Yeah,
but
Last Crusade was my favorite one growing up. Probably because it was like the only one I really watched.
Maybe.
So, yeah.
And that was the one I watched the least.
So it's got Sean Connery.
It's still good. And I quote that one more than the others probably because there's one part, the little you chose poorly. He chose poorly. Yeah. And it's true. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we definitely watched it this time. So, what happens in this movie that everybody's seeing?
Yeah. If you have not seen this, first of all, what are you doing? The second, spoilers for everything that happens. Yeah. It's
a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely worth a watch.
It is real good. So, you see some people trekking through the jungle. And one of them is Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina, his first on-screen role.
And it's like, hey there, Alfred Molina, what are you doing here? Yeah. So, yep, that's him.
He's there.
And then, of course, one of the two guys that's with the main character that's with Indy basically tries to betray him already. And tries to...
It was a quick betrayal.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you betray him already?
I don't know. But he tries to shoot him. Yeah. And, of course, he turns around with that whip and he just whips that gun right out of his hand. I'm like, he would have shot him by that time.
Yeah, it was so slow. Like, gotta grab it, turn around, do it.
Slowly whip this. Yeah.
He wasn't Catwoman in this.
No.
He was very, very slow. So, yeah, he should have died.
Yes, but he does manage to whip it out of his hand.
Yeah, whips it good.
The guy just runs off.
Yeah.
And so, well, I mean, he's
what
gone
else
for
would
now.
You do?
He's like, oh, my hand, I got whipped.
Yeah, don't whip me.
Goes away.
Stop.
I will say, Harrison Ford looking fine.
He looks good.
He looks so good in this. I was like, yeah. Now I remember why I used to watch these all the time, because, hello.
That's fair.
Yep. Harrison Ford, very good looking. So then they go into this temple thing.
Yeah, they unearth, they pull apart some brush, and there's a statue face. Yeah. And birds come out and they just freak out so hard over really nothing.
Yeah, well, that was before the betrayal, I think, because it was the other guy who was being attacked by birds or whatever.
It's insane. He wasn't even being attacked. They were just flying.
He's like, ah!
Chill, bro. Have you never done this before? Like,
I guess not.
First rodeo?
But yeah, then Alfred Molina and Harrison Ford. That's their name, their character names.
That is.
I mean, Indiana and
other guy.
Alfred Molina.
Stupid though.
They find an entrance to the temple.
Yep.
And he put some sand in a bag before he walks in there.
Yeah. Lucky you, I guess.
Yeah, he was thinking ahead, apparently.
Yeah.
So
really, I mean, he probably should have researched how much it weighed and everything, and just brought a bag with him.
Yeah, but
I was really thinking.
I don't know if there would have been anything anywhere saying how much it weighed, but I don't know.
You never know.
They're about to go in, and Alfred Molina's like, "We can't go in there. No one ever comes out of there." It's like, okay, then stay behind, dude.
Yeah.
But what does he do? He goes in there anyway.
He goes in. Like, why? There's no reason he should have got in.
No, it's like you can stay here, just watch our stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
but he doesn't. He goes in with him.
Apparently, there was another explorer that Indiana knew.
Yes.
That went in, and he hasn't come out.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Wonder if we'll ever find out what happened to him.
We do. He did.
So they go in there. They walk through all these spider webs. There are so many spiders on them. And I was already like, maybe we should choose a different movie.
Yeah, I would have freaked out, man. All those spiders. I hate spiders.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spiders. I don't have arachnophobia or anything.
Yeah.
But I don't want spiders on me.
Yeah, I do not.
It's like
I get mad when they're in my house.
Yeah, if I see a spider somewhere, I might be like, well, that's a tiny one. It doesn't look poisonous.
Yeah.
You can stay, I guess.
Yeah, if it's in my house, I'm unreasonable. It's probably my biggest flaw.
Oh my gosh. And sometimes if it's like, they're the little ones that like jump sometimes. I'm like, I don't want you jumping on me.
Yeah. No.
So I get it. I save them usually. I'll get like a piece of paper and I'll be like, come on, get on the paper, come on. And so then I'll like put it outside on a bush or something. Yeah. I'm like, and don't come back. Because if I see you back in here, then you're going to die.
I will remember you.
I will.
You sing that to him. So sweet. Yep.
So, there's way too many spiders.
Oh, it's so many tarantulas.
Why are there
so many?
And
that's Alfred Molina's first scene he filmed.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, you're just going to be covered in tarantulas.
He's like, and I'm done with acting.
Welcome to showbiz, buddy.
Oh, man. But I mean, this is preparing him, having something with 8 legs. Mm-hmm. It's preparing him for his role as Doc
spiders. Ock. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, exactly. Yep. See, there we go.
Yep.
We're making connections.
Yep.
But yeah, there are booby traps everywhere.
Yeah, there are.
There's one part where I don't know what he does, but he like throws something or whatever, and then these spikes come out of the wall.
Yeah.
And there's somebody on those spikes.
Yep, it's that guy.
Yep, it's that other explorer guy that never came back. He's on the spikes. There's also a part where they have to like use his whip to go swing across. Mm-hmm. Alfred Molina almost falls. Yep.
Yeah. There's pressure plates on the ground. Mm-hmm. If you step on them, they'll shoot darts.
Like poison darts.
He tests it out with a torch.
Yeah.
Doesn't get far back from it.
No.
Luckily, the torch was in the right spot.
Yeah.
And it shot the torch instead of him.
Right beside both of them.
Like, dude, is this your first time too, Indiana? Like, come on, bro.
And also, it shoots those out real fast.
Yeah, that primitive technology was on point.
Because, I mean, it's like as soon as it touches, it's like, poof.
Yeah.
But he's like, okay, well, here we go. I'm going to do it. So he goes around all the little pressure point things. Mm-hmm. He gets up there. There's the golden idol. It's ready. He's got his little thing of sand, and he takes some of it out.
I like that he takes some of it out. Like, he knew.
Yeah.
Dude, you're just guessing.
It's like you're not actually weighing them up against each other. You don't know.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, it looks like it weighs about this much. I'll take some of it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, of course, he does the old switcheroo.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yes,
it
worked.
I'm so cool.
Everything's good. And then...
But it's not.
No, it's not. It's not good at all.
Yeah.
And then he starts running.
Temple starts collapsing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going bad.
He starts running. He's stepping on pressure plates left and right and not getting shot.
He does not get shot. He's dances with wolves in it. It's impressive.
This boy cannot get shot by anything in the first part of the movie.
Yeah.
Even though there are things just flying from every direction.
Yeah.
He somehow manages to get away.
It's amazing.
He gets out. He's got to go across the pit again.
Yeah.
Alfred Molina gets over there, but
he takes the whip with him. Molina, how could you?
Well, the thing that it was on like broke or something.
A little bit.
So he takes it with him, and he's like, "Give me the idol. I'll give you the whip."
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Crap, fine. He tosses in the idol, and he's just like, oops, I dropped it.
Oh, no,
Gotta
bye.
go. So he has to jump over the pit, get out.
Yeah.
He finally gets out there. There's like a door that's closing, but he makes it.
Yep.
For some reason, I was waiting for his hat to fall off. But I guess that's in a different
I think
one.
it's in Temple of Doom.
Okay, probably.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wait, why did his hat fall off?
Hey, you're supposed to do the scene now.
But why didn't it happen? I know it
Dun
happened.
dun 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 dun.
He does make it out.
Yeah.
And then he's right there by the spikes again. And Alfred Molina didn't make it.
His wax figure's there. It's
It
terrible.
looks nothing like Alfred Molina. I'm like, it looks like somebody, but I can't figure out who.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks Actually, I just figured it out. In my head. He looks like the bad guy in She-Hulk. The kid who...
Oh.
Something about him
The
looks
rich
like
guy?
the rich guy that ends
Yeah.
up being like the guy over the bad group thing.
Yeah.
Intelligentsia.
Yeah.
That's who he looks like to me.
I can see that.
Does
That's
not
bad.
does not look like Alfred Molina
It
though.
doesn't. Doesn't really, yeah.
But whatever, that's who it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's when the big ball, the big stone thing comes out and starts chasing him.
He's got the idol at this point. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, yeah, because he's got it from the dead body.
Yep.
But yeah, so he's running. It's chasing him.
Running.
I knew you were going to do it. And it's chasing him. He makes it out.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
And he's surrounded.
Boo.
Exactly. And this is where we meet Belloc.
Yep. This guy.
He's a French archaeologist.
Yep.
Who doesn't have much of a
It's
French
a
accent.
rough French accent, yeah.
It's more of an English accent with just a little bit...
A little French twist.
Yeah, a little French twist.
It almost sounds German sometimes, but he is around the Germans a lot.
He is around them a lot,
Maybe
yeah.
it's rubbing off on him.
Maybe.
Maybe it's like Madonna when she went over to the UK for a while. Came back with that British accent.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, but he's there, and he's like, all right, well, I guess I'll be taking that. Yoink. And he takes the idol, and of course he's got like all of the, I can't remember the name of the tribe that he's with.
I already forgot. Yeah.
But it's this tribe that lives around there.
Talks or something.
Something like that. But yeah, it's this tribe that lives in the jungle there.
Yeah.
And
shoot their little poison arrows.
Mm-hmm. And they have their little bows and arrows and stuff. And he's like, okay, well, I've got what I needed. And Indiana's like, and I'm going to just scoot right on out of here before you guys kill me. So he starts running. They're all following him.
They chase him.
They're shooting at him.
Yep.
Missing him like crazy again.
Yeah, they're terrible. One guy, the first shot is just up to the side in the air. It's just so bad.
It was like when I tried to throw that candy wrapper in the garbage can yesterday,
Yep.
and I just
Could not be far
not
off.
close at all. And I was so disappointed in myself. And then I
Yeah.
went in the kitchen and grabbed it and missed it from there too. I was not having a good day.
It was a rough showing. Yeah. You know, we all have those days.
I mean, I'm never going to be a basketball player. We know this.
It's so sad to see your dreams crushed like that.
I know. I mean, if anything, I have dreams of being a hand model. So there's a plane waiting for him.
Yeah. He starts yelling at that plane, like, so early.
Yeah.
There's no way he heard him. He's got to, like, he's on this, like, grassy plain.
Yes.
And then he goes through a jungle part. Like, you didn't see that plane from there. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But he's running to the plane. He's yelling at him, Jock, let's get out of here. So Jock Lindsay is the name of the character.
Poor guy's trying to fish.
Yeah, he's trying to fish. He's just like,
Gotta
oh,
buy
dang
it.
it. Here we go.
He's got to give it up.
Yep. So he gets in the plane. He gets it going. And it's a little seaplane kind of thing. So, but it's on a river.
Yeah.
And these people are still shooting at Andy. But he jumps into the water. They are still missing like crazy. I'm like, are you stormtroopers?
Yeah,
Because
seriously, they're so
Come
bad.
on.
It is a George Lucas.
It is. I mean, it makes
associated
sense.
thing, so.
So, but he gets onto the plane. He gets into the second seat there.
Yeah.
And they start taking off. And he realizes there's something in that
Yeah.
plane with him. It's a big old snake.
Big old snake.
And he's like, why is there a snake on this plane? I hate snakes. He's
I'm
like,
tired of these mother-loving snakes.
on my mother-loving plane. Yeah, there's a snake in my plane.
Yep.
Yeah, the snake is Jock's pet snake, Reggie.
Yeah.
So
did
he's
he?
like, don't worry about it.
Did he not see it like when they first came?
How did he
there?
get... Well, there's no way that they all could have come there.
Yeah,
on that plane.
I would have thought he would have met up with Alfred Molina and whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because why else would the plane be there?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
It is. But they get out of there. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
And then he's back at his regular job. He's a professor.
He's the hot teacher.
Professor of archaeology. He's a hot teacher. I'm hot for teacher. Professor Indy is even hotter than regular Indiana Jones. I get why the ladies in the class have hots for him.
Yeah.
And why they write love you on their eyelids. Because
that's insane.
Because I wouldn't go that far. Because, yeah, that's pretty insane. But I would still be sitting there going, tell me all about archaeology, Andy. Professor Jones.
I need tutoring.
I'm going to come to all of your, office hours. So get ready.
I'll bring the wine.
Oh my gosh, I'll bring the wine. So, yeah, he's teaching his class and everything, trying to remember how to spell Neolithic at one point. And who shows up? It's Marcus Brody.
Oh.
Don't really know what he is. I guess he's like
a guy.
He works for a museum.
Yep, he belongs in a museum.
Yes, he does. But he shows up and he's like, oh, so I guess things didn't go so well on your last little trip. And he's like, I had it in my hands.
Yeah. By the way, class let out with a bell like college does all the time.
Oh.
Class bells for college.
Well, maybe there were. It's in the 40s.
Sure, maybe. The 40s were different.
Exactly.
The 40s hit different.
Yep. Back in my day. Yeah. So he's like, I've got some guys that are here to meet you. So he goes to meet with them.
Yep.
Don't really say who those people are either.
I think they're supposed to be like government people, aren't they?
Maybe.
Maybe CIA.
I guess so. Because they're talking about how the Nazis are looking for religious artifacts. And one of them they're looking for, there's like a dig outside of Cairo right now. And it's the lost city of Tanis, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're looking for the headpiece of the Staff of Ra. But they think that Abner Ravenwood has it. And Abner Ravenwood is who Indy studied under when he was in school.
Kind of like his mentor.
Yes.
And his friend.
Yeah. But they had a falling out.
Yeah. Over what?
Over what?
Oof.
What could they possibly have had a falling out over?
Strap in.
They don't explain everything, but it's like, okay. Yeah, so Tanis is supposedly the resting place of the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
Because there was like an Egyptian pharaoh that took the Ark from Jerusalem.
Yep.
And took it to Tanis, and then, there was this big sandstorm that just covered the whole city. It was like a sandstorm for, how long was it that they said?
I don't know.
I want to say it was like a year or something.
Maybe.
Something like that. And anyway,
That's what Darude's Sandstorm song's based off of.
Exactly. I didn't write that down in my notes, but I did think
just a little tidbit.
I literally did think of that song, though.
Go listen to Darude Sandstorm. You'll get pretty much the whole movie from it.
Yeah. So they think that they've found Tanis.
Yes.
Like he wanted to call
he
it
says that he
Stannis.
thinks their rod was too long. They're digging in the wrong place.
Well, that's later.
No, that's why they're talking.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because they're at...
Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe not.
Because later they find out about the rod thing.
Yeah.
He does ask if something about the rod, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sandstorm wiped it off the map and everything. But if they have the headpiece of the Staff of Ra and put it on the staff, then they can use it to find out where the Well of the Souls is, and that's where the Ark is supposedly buried. So they want him to go find it.
Yep.
Basically.
Commissioning him to go find the Ark.
Go on out there, do it.
Before Hitler does.
And he's like, well, I gotta go find Abner. And do you wonder if she'll be with him? It's like, oh no. Here we go.
Here we go.
And he packs his gun, he just throws it in his suitcase.
Yeah,
and it's
willy-nilly.
Sir, that's a good way to get somebody killed. Just throwing guns everywhere. That's not how we treat guns.
We treat them with respect.
Exactly. Hey, we do.
It's true. You respect your gun respects you.
So he hops on a plane to Nepal.
Yep.
And there's a mysterious guy that shows up that's on the plane with him, staring at him. He's got these little glasses on. And
beady eyes.
Automatically hate him.
He's the worst.
And I'm just like, oh, I can't wait till the end of the movie.
I want to see your face.
I want to see your face melt off. Yeah. Oh gosh.
I'm dying for it.
So, in Nepal, there is a bar, and this is where we see Marion Ravenwood for the first time. She's doing a drinking game.
Yeah.
With some random guy who I thought was a woman at first.
Yeah, it was hard to tell.
Because I was like, is that Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure? It was not.
It did look like her.
It was a man.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, Large Marge. So he, after the drinking game, which she wins because she's really good at drinking, everybody basically leaves. And then Indy shows up and he's like, hey, Marion. And she's like, and I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah. She hates him.
Yes. And then she starts talking about like their history a little bit. And she's like, I was a child. And we're like,
in love. Yeah. You knew what you did was wrong and stuff. And I'm like, apparently in the novelization, she was 15.
Oh, God.
He was 10 years older.
Because I was going to say, how old? When she says child.
Yeah.
How old does she mean?
It's so weird. Why would you add this to this movie? Why?
I don't know.
There is no reason. Like, to create conflict maybe, but there's... Just having him leave her when she was in love is conflict enough. Like, she doesn't need to be 15 years old.
Was it one of those, like, she just had a crush on him?
Yeah, sure.
And nothing happened?
I guess it was the 30s.
God, I hope it was just a crush and nothing happened.
Yeah. No. I'm sure something happened.
Come on.
You know something happened. Yeah, just why? Why, Spielberg and Lucas? Why would you do this?
I mean, honestly, you could have had her as like 18.
Yeah,
18.
Sure.
18, and her dad found out.
Yeah.
And was like, no, you can't be dating my daughter. And that's all. That's all you gotta do. And so then they have a big split.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Fine.
Because she's too young for you, because you're still 10 years older than her, or however much.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 8 years 10, or whatever. Yeah. But come on.
So weird, man.
Please make her legal age. Why?
I just don't get it. But to change gears a little bit, she's looking pretty good too in this. Like, that's a hot couple.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I haven't seen Karen Allen in many things.
Yeah, she does some stuff, but yeah, I haven't really seen much.
I really only know her from this. I know she was in The Fourth Indy.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And also, she was the mom in The Sandlot, which I watched all the time.
Oh, yeah,
she's Smalls' mom.
Yeah.
Looking pretty fine in it, too.
Sure. I don't remember the mom. But yeah.
So, we find out that her dad is dead.
Yeah.
So, let's just go ahead and put some downer on here.
Yeah.
Her dad is dead.
He did.
And he's like, well, do you happen to have that headpiece?
That cool medallion there.
I'm looking for it.
Just want to check it out for a second.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
It's around here somewhere. Whatever.
Come back tomorrow. I'll find it.
Exactly. And she's like, see you tomorrow, Indy.
Yeah.
He leaves.
Do you think she would have stuck around, or was she going to get out of there?
I don't know.
Or maybe hire somebody to kill him. Something.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But she doesn't have a chance to do much, because all she has a chance to do is to pull the medallion out of her shirt. Because she's wearing it on a chain around her neck.
Put it on a candle.
Yep. And then who shows up?
Them Germans.
Them Nazis. Here come them Nazis just knocking on her door. And she's like, I don't have anything for you. And he's like, I think you do. And I'm going to like brand you with this burning piece of
hot poker until you tell me.
Exactly.
Where it's at.
And I wrote down, I can't wait until your face melts off, buddy. Because, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Stop torturing people.
He's awful.
With your beady eyes.
Mm-hmm. Making us look at you.
Gosh. Your tiny little mouth. I'm so mean to this guy.
Sorry if you look like this guy.
He's a bad guy. I'm so sorry. I promise you're probably a lovely person, but I just want your face to melt off, that's all.
I want to see his face.
Off. So, yeah, there's a big fight in the bar. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of fire going everywhere.
Yeah, Indy shows up right as he is about to brand her.
Yep. He
Whips
starts
that poker out of his hand.
Yep, and then he starts shooting people too.
Yeah, the poker goes into some curtains, sets it on fire.
There's
Good job, Indy.
And then he like shoots some logs, which sets more stuff on fire.
Yeah.
It's like
people are just pouring out alcohol everywhere and lighting it on fire.
let's light the whole bar on fire.
I guess smoke inhalation doesn't matter to any of these people.
I guess not.
Yeah.
And then the German guy, the Nazi guy, sees the medallion.
Mm-hmm.
He goes over to grab it.
In the middle of a fire.
Yeah. He goes
He's
over.
dumb.
Yeah, he is. It's like, this is metal in a fire.
Yeah.
But sure, whatever. Do what you're going to do, I guess. So he goes over there. He grabs it.
Grabs it full on. Yeah,
burns
the
his
crap
hand.
out of him. Why would you not, use... You've got, 3 layers of clothing on. Just use something.
I mean, I would imagine he would have gloves.
Yeah.
He seems like the kind of guy that would
Seems like
have
a glove
gloves.
guy. Yeah. Or a handkerchief.
Because he's always wearing the hat and everything. It's
Yeah.
like, if you're going to have hat, you
Gotta
gotta
have gloves with
Come
that
on.
hat.
It's like, come on. Wear your gloves. So yeah, he burns his
That's the
hand.
lesson we want to teach you.
Exactly.
Wear your gloves,
Wear your
guys.
gloves, kids. So that you don't burn your hand
Yep.
on a hot medallion.
Yeah.
So he drops it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And he just leaves.
He's out.
He's like, ouch.
He's got to go put his hand in snow.
Ow, it hurts.
Ow.
Let me go ice down my
My
hand.
hand.
So yeah, he goes out and just shoves his hand to the snowbank.
Mm-hmm.
And Indy and Marion, well, she goes and grabs the medallion.
Yes.
How does she get it without burning herself?
She uses a towel or something.
Because she's smart.
Yeah, because it's
Marion.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, I've got this. And Indy's like, well, we're going to Cairo.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. They fly to Cairo.
Mm-hmm. She was going to buy it from her.
Yeah. For $5,000.
Yeah. He gave her $3,000 up front.
He's like, I'll give you the other $2,000 when we get back to America.
But it all burned in the fire, so.
Yep.
She's like, you're still going to give me $5,000, by the way, just so you know.
Yep. So they head off to Cairo, and that's where we meet Salah.
Yeah. Great character.
I love him.
He's so fun and nice.
Yeah.
Seems like somebody is going to betray him just because he's so nice and jovial.
But he's not. He's just a guy.
He's just a good dude.
Just a good dude. And he's going to be in the next one too. He's
Is
gonna
he?
be in the new one.
That's good.
Because I'm pretty sure he's saying something in a voiceover.
Oh, okay.
Or it may show him too.
I still haven't watched that trailer
okay.
now that I think about it.
It may show him hugging or something. I can't
Yeah.
remember, but he's in it. And so I'm like,
Nice.
yay, because he's in the third one too.
Yeah. Is he? Oh, I forgot.
I'm pretty sure.
That sounds right. It's been a while.
I think he's in it. I hope he's in it.
I bet he is.
Yeah, so that'll be nice to see him.
Mm-hmm.
This is John Rhys Davies.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, so good old Gimli's there.
Good old Gimli.
Treebeard also,
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he was Treebeard.
Mm-hmm. He does the voice of Treebeard.
Nice.
He was not actually in a big
He didn't
tree
dress up as a
costume,
tree? Oh.
But,
Well, that's a missed opportunity.
But yeah, he was the voice of Treebeard.
Yeah. Nice.
And we also see a monkey!
Yes, a Nazi monkey.
We don't know what's a Nazi
We don't
at
know
first.
it's a Nazi monkey. But it's a Nazi monkey.
It's just a cute little monkey at first. And it's like,
No.
aw, that's adorable. And it gets on top of Marion's shoulders and
Yeah.
everything, just playing with her hair.
She's like, oh, we have a baby.
Yep.
It looks like you, Indiana. It's like, slam.
It looks like you and it's smart like me.
And he's
Goodness.
a Nazi like the Germans.
Like the bad guys in this movie.
Yep.
But Salah has been hired because he is the best digger in Egypt, and they're trying to dig up where the Ark is, of course. And he's like, yeah, the guy that's in charge there, his name is, they call him Belosh,
Yeah.
or something like that. And it's like, oh, Belloc. It's him. He's there, of course. And he's like, well, crap. This guy again. Yeah, he's going to be there for a while. Just get used to him. Oh, man. So then they go out to the marketplace. India, Marion, and the monkey. They're all just wandering around, eating dates, all that stuff.
On a date. Eating dates.
Yep, exactly. And a fight breaks out.
I like that she didn't know what dates were. Like,
How do you know?
You've been in Nepal. Like, they didn't have dates there?
I'm like, sure, I've never seen a date. But I know what dates are.
We had a lot of dates in Arizona.
Sure, I've never been on a date, but I know what dates are. It's just like, yeah, I've never seen, oh gosh, what is that? That nasty, stinky fruit?
Durian.
Durian. I've never had durian or seen it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
And I know I'm staying away from
No,
it.
I'm not eating it.
But yeah, there's a fight that breaks out in the marketplace. It's like they're going after Indy, basically.
Yeah.
Indy and Marion.
Yeah. She starts just banging him with wash pans and stuff.
Because they're trying to get the medallion.
Yeah.
But guess what? They don't have the medallion.
They don't.
Because they left it with Sala. Because Sala's like, I know somebody who can translate this kind of stuff. Because there's some writing and everything on it. So they don't even have it.
Yeah.
They're barking up the wrong tree. But there's the fight. They get separated.
Yeah.
Marion goes, she hides in a basket.
Monkey betrays
the
her.
The monkey betrays
Freaking
her.
Nazi monkey.
Oh, he sold her out.
They loved that monkey.
Right? That was their baby.
That was their baby boy.
Their baby boy.
Or girl. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. But that was their baby monkey. Yeah, so it betrays them.
It does.
Shows the Nazis
the real enemy in the movie.
Where she is in that basket. And they take that basket. Indy is trying to
start going around the town carrying her.
Just carrying her everywhere.
While she's screaming.
She's like, Indy! Indy! And he's like, man! And he keeps seeing her.
Yeah.
And at one point he sees her and he's right behind him and they go around a corner and they're gone.
Some real Scooby-Doo stuff.
It is. Because he looks around and he's like, there's nobody. And then he sees them down another.
They're just coming outdoors. Always.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Yeah. But then he gets into a big fight because there's this one guy who shows up. Everybody in the marketplace just steps aside. They just part like the Red Sea. There's this guy. He's got his sword. He's doing all of his
really
little thing. He's like, look at me. Look what I can do with the sword. and he's like, and shoots him.
Yep.
He's like, I don't have time for this.
And the famous story is that everybody on set got sick and just had food poisoning.
Yep.
So none of them were really in the mood for this.
So he's like,
choreographed scene. They had tried it twice and he's like, screw this, man. I'm just going to shoot him. People were just like, great.
Yep.
Sounds good. And it works better than, that was a good move.
Yep. So we learn never bring a sword to a gunfight.
Yep.
Yep.
It's very true.
So he finally sees her in the basket again. He runs over. There's a truck parked there. They put it in the truck.
It's just a truck of explosives. Ammo.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this truck?
And he starts shooting at the people. It starts running away. Yes,
the truck
starts running away.
It screams.
It starts running. It's like, oh my god, he's shooting at us. It just drives away. And then I can't remember what.
He shot the driver, and it runs into the wall and flips over.
That's it.
Onto its side, and it just blows up. He's like, oh, well, she died.
Well, there goes Marion. Marion's dead.
That's a bummer. I'm going to go drink with the monkey.
I'm going to go drink with the monkey. That monkey's a traitor.
Yep. Do not drink with that monkey.
And then he meets up with the Balak, who is in a bar there.
Yeah.
And he talks to him. He's like, we know where it is. We're already digging there. Sucks to be you. You lose.
Sorry.
Good day, sir. And then he goes back to Sala. And that's when they find out that Balak does have the headpiece. Have a headpiece. He's got the crystal in it and everything, so the sun is supposed to go through the crystal and it's supposed to show where to dig. And
some kid is getting a bowl of dates for him so that they'll have a nice little snack.
Yes.
To eat.
Yes.
And eye patch guy who owns the monkey sneaks out and poisons it. So, oh no, he's going to eat a poisoned date.
Because he's sitting there with that date and he's just tossing it up in the air. He's just
he's got poison all over his hands.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Touch his mouth. He just dies.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that happened. Alfred Molina at one point, there was darts in a tree and he grabs it and he licks it. And he's like, oh, poison. It's like, you just licked poison, sir.
Stop licking things.
Don't do that. That's any time that there will be some detective show or whatever and somebody comes up and dips their hand in blood or in some mysterious substance and then it's like,
blood.
Get that away from your face.
Cocaine. Okay.
What are you doing? No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But luckily, that Nazi monkey eats a date.
Well, first we find out more about the medallion. Because they have somebody there that is translating it.
Right.
And so they're like, oh yes, it tells you how long the staff is right here, or how long the staff should be. It should be 6 something. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Hectares.
It was not hectares. It was not hectares.
So long.
That's isn't that like the same, like it's like acres and
Yeah,
stuff?
I think so.
That's no.
Something like that.
Something like that. No, it's some measurement that they used in biblical days.
Yeah.
And it's about 72 inches, however much it was. And so they're like, oh, but there's something on the other side of the medallion, because it says, and then you take one of those away.
It says, just kidding.
It's like, but then you take one of those
Only 1
away
hectare.
as a gift to God.
Yeah.
And they're like, so they're digging in the wrong place. Because they only have one side of the medallion, because they're looking at that burn mark that the guy had on his hand.
They're 2 hectares away.
Whatever. So yeah, they're digging in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, well, now we figured that out. Let me just
Celebrate with a date.
toss it in the air. And Sala grabs it.
Yeah.
Because he sees that monkey's dead.
Monkey dead, eat date.
He
They
ate a
poison.
bad date. He had a bad date.
Oh, all been there.
Let's get him some ice
after
cream.
a bad day.
So yeah, the date's killed the monkey. He's dead.
Good.
Good riddance, you Nazi
Get out of
monkey.
here, Nazi monkey.
We're so mean.
Stupid Nazi monkey. No, he's the worst.
No, he deserved it.
He's the worst. He made his choice
He made his choice.
to join the Nazis. He enlisted as a baby monkey.
And the thing is, that monkey is like the guy that was his owner is the one who's the bad guy.
Yeah,
but we're just like, this
eye-touch guy.
stupid monkey.
Stupid monkey.
I hate this monkey.
He's the worst. I trusted you, monkey.
It was such a cute monkey, too.
Either way, it was a cute monkey.
It betrayed me, too.
Betrayed my
It
heart.
betrayed my trust. Oh, it betrayed my love.
Yep.
Anyway.
Anywho.
So Indy now knows what the correct height is for a staff.
Yes.
So he's got it. So they go to the dig site,
Yep.
and Sala helps him get down into the temple or whatever it is where he can find out where the
I'm
well of the
surprised
lost
nobody.
souls is.
Oh yeah, I guess they did. They've already been in there and looked where it was.
Yeah.
So they just had the wrong.
Yeah, they
size,
just didn't know how long the staff had to be.
Yeah.
So he gets over there, and he has to figure out which little slot to put it in. And there's a bunch of sand on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And
did they
there's
not
some-
even have it in the right space?
Well, I mean, there's probably
Either?
sand blowing around. They've been digging for a while now.
Maybe, but
So it probably blew in from outside.
Guess
This
it
place has
could've.
been under sand for years.
I guess. Anyway, so he gets down there. He puts it in the correct spot. It's the correct height, and he just has to wait for the sun.
Mhm.
But meanwhile, Sala has been... they like took him away.
Yeah.
So like, you shouldn't... What are you doing
Why
over here?
are you sitting here with your rope down this thing?
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, okay, well, I'll just go stand over here. Don't mind me.
They didn't think to like look down there, see what the heck they were doing.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
So the sun hits it just at the right spot.
Mhm.
Shows him where they need to be digging, and he like makes his little notes and stuff. And he's like, "Okay, Sala, help me out here." Sala,
No one's there.
But then a bunch of, I guess they took his rope away or something, because
Yeah.
a bunch of like Nazi flags and stuff are all tied together.
Yeah, he ran into another tent and grabbed a bunch of stuff.
He's like, I'm gonna just take these sheets and these flags, and I'm gonna make a way down.
I like that Indy breaks the stick, like the rod.
Yeah.
Like, maybe just in case they wanted to use it. But, I mean, they could still just measure out how long it was. Just
Yeah,
put the two sticks
Exactly,
together.
just put them
Or
together.
just tape them up, whatever. Like, you didn't really solve any problems
No.
there, Indy.
I mean, you've seen my curtain rod, which
yeah.
is just two wooden dowels
Yeah.
taped together. That's
Yeah.
literally what it is. Because I am cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, you're cheap.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't know why I agreed with it so fast. Yeah.
You're cheap.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm glad you said it.
I'm glad you said it, because I didn't want to have to tell everybody
Finally.
how cheap you are.
Oh, it's out in the open.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah, so he gets out.
he gets out. On the way, like, Sala has to, like, they're asking for water or whatever, so he's like, oh yeah, I'll get you water, and Indy starts, like, walking off, and he goes into a tent,
Yep.
and Marion is there.
There
She's
she
tied up.
is. They did an old switcheroo on him.
Yep, she's alive. It was a different truck. There were two trucks.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So she's fine. And he's like, oh, takes her little gag off and everything, just talking to her. And she's like, okay, untie me. He's like, no.
Can't do that. They'll start looking if
Yeah,
you're gone.
Exactly.
You need to stay here and be tortured.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she pissed.
Yeah, she's not happy about it.
Yeah.
So he goes out, he measures where he's supposed to be digging.
Gets a group. Nobody notices this big
gets
group
a little
of people
crew.
out there.
Yeah. They go over there. Nobody notices like sand flying from that direction or anything.
They're all singing.
It's like, how does nobody
not
notice?
Not stealthy at all.
No. No. I mean, they're over there like hi-hoing and everything.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
whatever. So I'm like, nobody notices that? Really? Okay. Then there's like the storm that comes up.
Yeah.
It's looking real ominous. There's a lot of lightning and stuff. And they hit stone.
Yep.
They pull it up and look down in there. And they're like, why is the floor all writhing and stuff? Why is the floor moving?
Yeah.
Snakes.
There's snakes on that plane.
Why did it have to be snakes?
I hate snakes.
Of course.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, we got to get down there.
Throw your torches down. Indy, you're first.
You're first. Meanwhile, back in the tent, Belloc has come into the tent and is talking to Marion. And he's like, put on this dress.
Put on this pretty dress for me.
And then she goes to start putting it on. And he's like staring at her in the mirror, just watching her. He's like, oh, she's taking her bra off. Ooh.
Hey.
It's like, can everybody stop creeping on Marion, please?
Look at that back.
Oh my god.
If only she was 15.
Oh gosh. No. No. No.
No.
So anyway, she puts on this dress and everything. And it is not this dress. She's like, it's beautiful. I'm like, is it though?
It's not the best dress.
It's not the best. It's got like this big looking...
Real backless dress.
Yeah, it's a backless dress, but right at the butt, there is this big like rosette looking thing. And it's like, okay, I get it. It's the 40s.
Yeah,
but
40s were weird, man.
I don't know. There's something about it that looks real 70s. So, yeah. She's got on the new dress, and then he's like, here, have a drink with me. So she's like, yeah, I can drink this guy under the table.
Yeah, and she like sets her stuff down on a butter knife that's next to the wine. And she's like, this is my plan. I'm gonna get him. It's gonna work out perfectly. I'm gonna drink him under the table.
And I'm gonna stab him.
I'm gonna
stab everybody in here. Yeah.
So they get wasted.
They get wasted.
And giggly.
And then there are snakes. Of course, we're back to the snakes.
Yes.
Indy gets down there. He starts setting snakes on fire.
Yep.
I mean,
as you do.
Sure, why not? And that's good enough for Sala to go down. He's like, well, okay, you got rid of some of those snakes. I guess I can come down there.
You made us a path of fire snakes.
Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine these snakes are just like on fire and it's like, avoid the fire snakes.
This is even worse. We've made them more powerful.
They're just catching everything on fire. Oh, goodness. Oh, and also there are these big statues in that room, too.
Yeah. Is it Anubis?
I was going to say Anubis, but
so.
I'm not sure.
Jackal.
Mm-hmm.
Jackal.
Yeah. So.
But anyway, they make it over to this big stone thing, and they lift it up, and it's the Ark.
It's in there.
They did it.
And
they crate it up under there?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Well, they can't just have it out in the open, because they're trying to be sneaky.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
They're trying to be sneaky.
Nobody's noticed anything before.
No.
They can crate it up when they get back up to the top.
Yeah, I don't know.
Instead of in the pit of snakes.
But I think people aren't supposed to be able to touch it, so it's less likely that people will accidentally touch it. Because that's why they have the poles.
That's true. Yeah.
Because, like...
No touching.
Yeah, exactly. You're not worthy to touch this, basically.
That's fair.
So that's what I'm saying. Is the reason.
That's reasonable.
So, back in the tent, they're both drunk. Mm-hmm. Marion is, like, trying to play it off.
Yeah.
But she's pretty drunk.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is from, like, my family winery or whatever. Yeah. So he's not really as drunk.
He's doing all right.
Yeah. And
she hasn't, like, eaten or drank anything until, like, right before then. So
yeah.
Yeah, she's in a tough way.
But then she grabs the knife. Like, she's really going to do something with it.
She does nothing. She just gets it and, like, just stares at him like, ha!
They just laugh.
Gotcha!
They both laugh at each other. And then she's like, well, I'll see you later. And she's like, starts heading out. And then Nazi guy's back.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm here to torture you.
Yeah.
And then he takes off his jacket and then he pulls this thing out.
It's like it's going to be some kind of nunchuck
kind of thing.
pole thing.
And he plays around with it.
Yeah. It's a hanger.
It's a hanger for his coat.
Yeah.
That gets me every time I watch it because I'm like, oh my gosh, what is he going to do? Because I forget about it every time. And then I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But she's like, I would rather be like over here with this French guy than anywhere near you.
Jumps in his arms.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, oh, okay. Because he's got a little thing for her.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I am here to torture you.
Yeah.
But it never shows him actually doing anything, right? So, don't really know. And then Belloc and some of the German guys are walking around, and he notices.
Finally.
The sun is like coming up and everything, and it's like, what's happening over there on that ridge?
Just doing whatever.
You're not supposed to be digging there.
Everybody else is asleep and on the ground. Yeah. But these guys are just digging up there, just doing whatever.
Yep. So they all run over there, and Andy is still in the hole with the snakes.
Solid climbs out, and then the rope gets cut.
Yep, because they've been caught.
Yep.
Ooh, so yeah, Indy's stuck down there by himself. Belloc's up there. He's like, hey, Indy. How's it going? I'm going to take your stuff.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind. I'm going to leave you down here.
Buddy.
Yep. And then the Germans are like, yep, you're going to stay down there. We're going to throw your girlfriend in here too.
We're done with her. We don't need her.
So they just toss Marion down.
Yeah, like straight up.
Like...
Luckily, she lands on that statue.
Yes, she lands on the statue, holds on until it breaks. Yeah. She falls. She smacks the statue. Slams into
that statue.
And then he catches her.
Yeah, she's tough, man.
She's real tough. Loses her shoe, of course.
Of course.
The snake just immediately starts slithering through it.
Yeah, as you do.
And then they close him up in there. Mm-hmm. And so Andy notices that there's a snake that's coming out of... There's some snakes coming out of holes in the wall. So he's like, that's our way out.
Yep.
So he climbs up onto the statue. He pushes it, knocks it down.
Opens the wall to this mummy room.
Opens the wall. Marion crawls in there and is surrounded by mummies.
It's like they were alive. Like, hey!
Hey, there's somebody else!
You. What's up?
Oh my god, we have a visitor!
They're just all crowding around. Yeah. They're like, what the heck?
It's so funny because it shows it from a different angle. It looks like they're just covering the room and they're all over. But when he's like, Marion, and pulls her away, there's like maybe 3 of them around. Yeah. It's like, was she just imagining that it was so many? I don't know.
She's freaking out.
Yeah, it was really funny. There's skeletons just everywhere. So weird. But they find a way out. Yeah. Did you notice that there was somebody sitting outside of that little...
No, that hole?
Yeah. There was just somebody sitting there when they were crawling out. I was like, who's that guy? And it looked like he was just dead. I don't know.
Hey, might have been a dead guy.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so they find their way out, and then they notice that there's a plane there. They're gonna put that on that plane.
Park's gonna go on the plane. We're gonna already be on the plane.
Exactly. Although there's not room.
Where's the room for all this stuff?
Yeah. It's like, where is even the room for the Ark?
Seriously.
I mean, I know it's like a cargo. I mean, they could probably
open up a cargo bay ramp or something.
But I mean, it does.
It's so thin and flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It doesn't look like there's room for anything on that plane.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you going to get... Okay, first of all, how are you going to get into this plane? Are you going into the cargo hold? Yeah. Because if you are, as soon as they put that in there, they're going to see you. There's not enough
room to hide in there, yeah.
They're going to see you.
Yeah.
And there's not anywhere else for you to go.
Yeah. The cockpit is like room for
one
person, maybe.
Two. Yeah. And then there's the little gun part too.
Was that the cockpit?
It was like there were 2 little parts, I think. Or
was there? It was hard to tell.
No, it was hard to tell. Yeah. But anyway, so
so they're trying to sneak on. The pilot is oblivious to everything.
Yes.
But the guy's like fueling it up, and another random dude that comes in who's a real old English boxer looking dude.
Yeah, he's like, let me just take my shirt off.
Yeah. Looks like there's a rumble.
I'm ready for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a big fight at the plane.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're like... She's like, they're Germans showing up. She's shooting them.
Yeah, she's in the cockpit.
She gets stuck in the cockpit.
She's shooting everything.
Because I think Indy like shoots the pilot or something. Or something happens to the pilot. He gets killed.
Probably.
So she's stuck in there because it latched behind her and she can't get out.
Yeah.
And she's shooting at these guys coming in on their truck.
Yeah, he's fist fighting the boxer guy.
Yeah. And also there are things like there are these fueling trucks around that are getting shot. Mm-hmm. There's fuel just everywhere.
Well, it didn't get shot. The wing cut into it. Yeah, because it's turning around because they removed the blocks off the tires.
Yes.
And it's out of control. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so there's a lot that happens.
Fires.
Fire. Guy gets chopped with
chopped by the
propellers.
Yeah.
The boxer dude. Bad way to go. He does manage to get Marion out before everything explodes.
It's a pretty cool shot too. I like that because you like see the fire moving up as they're like
you
getting
can see
out.
it. Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they make it out.
Yeah. Plane explodes. Everything explodes.
They meet up with...
We're not taking the plane anymore.
Yeah, guess not. They meet up with Sala. They find him.
He got away somehow in the explosions and the
there was a lot of stuff happening.
I guess.
So everything's blown up. They're going to have to go, they're going to have to use like a convoy kind of thing. They're going to have, the Ark is going to be in a truck. There's going to be a bunch of different trucks and cars and motorcycles, all that stuff, just taking it where they need to go. And Indy's like, well, I got to go after him.
Yeah.
Let me just grab this horse.
Yeah, I'll go call London from Cairo.
Go get us away out of Cairo. Don't care how it is, plane, boat, whatever you can find. We got to get out of here. And so he heads off.
He chases down the trucks with his horse. His Nazi horse.
He leaves the horse behind because he does get on top of a truck.
He does.
That horse survives. I'm saying that horse survives. I don't know if it does, but
we're gonna assume it survived.
Because it was like, and I'm just gonna like go off into the desert by myself.
Yep. Big ol'
long car chase.
Yeah, action sequence. Him
and that's
getting
when
on
I was,
a truck.
Yep, and that's when I was like, now I remember why I don't remember a lot of the end of this movie.
Yeah.
Because this is the part where I zone out.
Oh, really? It's a good part, though.
I zoned out so hard.
He's beating up everybody. There's one part where he gets in the truck, another guy like falls off the truck or something. Him and the driver like laugh together or something. And I'm like, that would be me. I'd be like, oh no, he's going to kill me. So
he gets shot at some point during this.
He gets shot in the arm. Guy starts punching his gun wounds.
Like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, ow, that hurts.
That's rough. He gets thrown out. He has to drag himself under the truck and behind the truck with his whip. It's like, oh man, he is going to be hurting so bad.
But then he gets back into the truck. He throws the driver out to do the same thing. And that guy's like, oh, I can do it. No, he gets run over.
Pretty rough.
But yeah, he does make it into the town because he like knocks everybody.
Steals the truck,
out of the way.
Somehow Sala's set it up to where there's a place for him to go, and then they immediately put a bunch of market storefronts in front of it.
Stuff, yep. They're like, we're just selling melons, sir.
Yep. You want a melon? Terrible.
One of the guys, like, what does he do to the melon? Because he just throws it.
Yeah. Like, bro.
Like, get this melon out of my face. Don't know how they knew to hide everything, but it works out.
It worked out really well.
So then they have a boat.
Yep.
And
looks like a fun crew, and we don't spend enough time with these people.
No.
I wanted to get to know them better.
And at one point they call them pirates, and I'm like, are they actually pirates?
Oh, yo-ho, yo-ho.
Because that's fun. I can't remember the name of the captain.
Blackbeard.
No. Can't remember the name of the captain, but he seemed like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah, he was cool.
He's like, yep. We'll get you to London.
Sala says goodbye to them.
Yep.
Marion gives him a big kiss.
She gives him 3 kisses. She gives him a kiss on
one for his
on
wife,
the cheek for his wife, one on the other cheek for his children, and one on the mouth for him.
Yeah.
And he, as soon as she walks off, he's just like, he's got this big smile on his face and starts singing. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see why you'd do that. So yeah, that's the last that we see of Sala in the movie. So, but they get on the boat.
The banana boat.
Oh my gosh.
They dress his wounds.
Yeah, well, she comes in, she's wearing a dress. And he's like...
Well, she's wearing like a negligee.
Kind of thing, yeah. And he's like, oh, that looks nice. And she's like, oh, does it? So she goes over, and there's like a mirror. And she's on the other side of the mirror looking at it. And she's like, oh, this does look pretty nice. And then she like goes to rotate the mirror and it hits him. Always gets me
like also. Uppercuts him with the mirror.
And then she's like, did you say something? Because he's just like, oh, God. Yeah. And then they have some kissies.
They kissies.
Because, of course, she's trying to dress his wounds and stuff. He's like, everything hurts.
Yeah.
Except for here. And it's like his elbow, so she kisses his elbow. And he's like, and here. And it's like his temple, so she kisses his temple. And here. It's like she kisses his cheek. And here. And it's like, okay.
Pretty smooth, friend.
So she kisses his lips, and then they start making out and everything. And then the Nazis are back.
Yep. They caught up to him in their submarine.
In their little U-boat.
Yep.
And Indy manages to get away because the captain is like, you gotta hide, and we'll just pretend that we don't know anything, basically. So he goes to hide, but they get to Marion before he can get to her, before he can tell her to hide. So they take Marion. They take the Ark. The Ark has, like, burned through the Nazi symbols and stuff on the crate.
The Ark does not like Nazis.
Well, of course it doesn't. Why would think it?
So.
Why would it?
Yeah.
It's like, the Ark is like, you're killing my people.
Yeah.
This is what we do to Nazis. I'm gonna burn it. They get them. Indy is hiding on the boat.
Yeah. Somehow is able to sneak off and get to the submarine as they, like, are inside of it and take off.
Yeah. Well, the captain says that he killed Indy.
Oh,
or that Indy died.
Because he didn't need him anymore.
Yeah. And he's like, but we're going to keep the girl. You can take the Ark, but we're going to keep the girl.
Sell her.
Because he's trying to save Marion.
Right.
And they're like, nope, we're taking her too. And he's like, dang it. I tried. Okay.
I did my best.
So yeah, they go looking after the Germans take him off. They look for Indy and they can't find him. But then it's like, oh, there he is. He's swimming over there.
Yeah. And in the very controversial sequence, they sail off to wherever they sail to. And he's just on the submarine, which I guess it never dove. Which is ridiculous.
Unless he somehow managed to get inside and not be seen, but I don't know. He
was wet as a dog when they landed.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't think you would, if it dove.
Maybe they just were really close to where they were going anyway, and they didn't need to dive.
Sure.
I don't know.
We'll go with that. But yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. We don't question these things.
I do.
I mean, we do, but
Yeah.
So yeah, he somehow makes it up into wherever it is on the island that they're docking the U-boat. Mm-hmm. Before everybody even gets out of the U-boat, he's up there. Yeah. And he takes down one of the guys up there, and he's like changing into his clothes. Yep. And he realizes it doesn't fit.
It's too small.
It's too small.
Which makes sense. I hate whenever people just do that and it's everything like fits perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So good on you, Andy.
So I guess the pants and everything were fine, but that shirt just not fit. Yeah. So somebody comes up and he knocks that guy out and I guess changes into his clothes instead. So yeah, he's all dressed up, and we see like the German officer talking to Belloc, and he's like, "You're gonna do this Jewish ritual to open the Ark or whatever. I don't like it."
Belloc's like, "We got to make sure the goods are in there, baby. You don't want to go back to the Fuhrer with the fake Ark."
Exactly, and then
even though this thing's on fire.
Yeah, he's like, he's gonna be real pissed off if it's not actually it. So we have to do this. So he's like, "All right, fine, he can do it." So they take it out onto the island. There's like a little altar that they've got set up, so they're going out to where the altar is. And as they're going,
Indy somehow got a rocket launcher.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Ho, I got a rocket launcher.
So he's like on top of the ridge or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna blow it up if you don't stop or whatever.
Let her go."
Yeah, exactly. Marion starts running directly into other people.
Yeah, she was behind everybody. She could have run away from them the other way and at least kind of gotten away, but she didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that this is like, this goes to one spot and it's like a dead end kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
but you could probably climb up the ridge like where he's at.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it looked like, it goes higher, so.
But
and
she
it's
doesn't.
away from them, so.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
And then Belloc's like, "Okay, you know what? Do it.
Yeah, shoot the Covenant.
You've worked your whole life to get to this point, to find something like this.
It belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum." When does he say that?
I think it might also be Temple of Doom.
Dang it. Why is everything Temple of Doom? Gosh. But yeah, he's like, I can't do it. So they show up and capture him too. So they've got both of them. Yeah. They tie him up to these lights because they've got lights that are shining on the area. They've got these cameras.
Yeah, they're gonna film it
and everything. Everybody's just standing around watching. Belloc's up there. He does the ritual. He starts speaking Hebrew and everything. Mm-hmm. And they open it. Yeah. They open the lid and it's full of sand.
Sand in there.
And it's like, oh, well, what?
Maybe we did get a fake one.
Exactly.
There's no 10 Commandments in here.
Nope. But then it starts doing something weird. It's like starts like shining and stuff, and
Yeah.
it gets all like weird and cloudy and everything, and things start coming out of there.
And he's like, "Don't look."
Yeah, the lights go out, and Indy's like, "Don't look at it. Whatever you do, just
Close
don't
your eyes.
look at
Don't
it."
open them.
Yep, and things get crazy. So
ghosts
it's
start
like
coming out.
Yeah, these like spirits are coming out and
Yep.
everything, and they're like, "Wow, this is beautiful,
It's gorgeous."
And then it turns bad real quick.
They turn into demon ghosts.
They turn into demon-looking things.
Chain lightning. Somebody cast the lightning
Yeah,
spell.
which like when he was showing the government guys at the beginning,
Yeah.
the picture in the book, it shows that it's like lightning shooting out to, like into people and everything. So that's what it does. It kills them all. And then of course the two Nazi guys, the general or whatever, and the guy that's been torturing people, their faces melt off, and I was like, yeah. Finally. And then Belloc, his
scanners explodes.
yeah, his whole head just explodes.
Yep.
And then everything goes back into it, and the lid falls back on to the top of it and closes it up, and everything's back
So does
to normal.
it just kill bad people when you open it up?
I don't know.
Because
how are they going to use that as a weapon?
Yeah, what's the point of it?
Because that was the whole point of getting it, was to use it as a weapon.
Yeah, like in the picture, like the people that had the Ark weren't hurt, just the people around them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
either.
what the plan was.
So would it have killed Indy if it only kills bad people? I mean,
don't know.
he did.
Because
he did have a thing with a 15-year-old.
Because the whole thing is you're not supposed to like look at God or whatever.
God,
yeah. So I don't know. How were they? I just don't know how they were planning on using it. Especially if they're like, this is a Jewish artifact. Let's use it against the Jews.
Yeah, I don't know.
How's that gonna work? They're just gonna be like, oh yeah.
Yeah. We just won't look. Like, we'll get them to close their eyes and then we'll shoot them.
I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
It's not the best system.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, they die.
They die. Everybody's dead except for Marion and Indy.
Yep.
They're
They
there.
did it.
And I guess they just lug it back to wherever.
Guess so.
I don't really know. It doesn't go into that.
I mean, they probably made some calls.
Yeah, I guess so. With their cell phones.
Yeah.
The
Like,
1940s.
what, is somebody gonna come grab it and blow up?
Yeah.
Yeah, those 40 cell phones.
So, yeah, at the very end, we find out the Ark is somewhere very safe, is what they say.
The CIA people.
Yep. And he's like...
He still thinks it belongs.
And he's like, it belongs in a museum. Because I was waiting for that,
I really
too.
thought he might say it there, but he didn't.
There's no hat.
Yeah.
The door thing. There's no it belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
Why did I watch this movie?
Yeah.
I feel like the last time I watched this too, I was like, what? Where was it? I don't know.
This is not the right movie.
So anyway, it's somewhere very safe.
Yeah.
Marion is there waiting for him. He comes out and they're like, well, let's just go get some food, I guess.
Yeah, let's be lovers.
Whatever. And then you see the last shot, of course.
Yep.
It's been crated
Famous
up.
shot.
It's put somewhere in storage,
Yep.
never to be seen again.
Military owns it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's it.
Fun
That's
movie.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It's weird that, like, without Indiana Jones in this movie, everything would have gone exactly the same. Like, nothing would have been different.
Yeah, because
I mean, Marion might have died.
They wouldn't have. Oh yeah, because they would have gotten that from Marion probably.
Yeah, and they would have eventually found the spot where it was buried. You know.
Yeah.
Like, they were off, but
they weren't that far off.
And they would have had the whole amulet, so they would have figured it out anyway, instead of only the one side.
They were close enough that it was just over the ridge anyway, so it's not like it was real far away.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
and they would have opened it and died.
Exactly.
Because Indy didn't suggest that they open it.
No, that was them.
Belloc did.
That was all on them.
So, yeah.
I guess it's just that it would have been sitting there on the island.
Yeah.
Because nobody was there.
Yeah, somebody else would have come along and found it, I guess.
Eventually the other people on that, like where the U-boat came in, would be like, hey, they haven't been back.
We should go check on them.
We should really go see what happened. And they would go there. They'd just see a bunch of dead people and be like, ooh.
Uh-oh. you know what? Let's leave that here.
Exactly.
And then there'd have been a big sandstorm. The island would have been covered in sand.
That'd be like, so Hitler, we never did find that.
Yeah.
Just we just couldn't find it. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what
And then,
happened.
sandstorm there on the island.
I think Bellic stole it. You should probably find him.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, it would have just gone the same.
But exactly the same, yeah.
That's funny. I've never even thought of that.
Yep.
Wow.
There you go. But still, it's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
A lot more fun with Indiana Jones in it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It would have been real boring.
Plus
and pretty messed up.
Plus, you get to look at Harrison Ford and Karen Allen.
There you go.
The whole time.
That's worth
so, it. There you
go.
And Sala, if you're into that.
Yeah, hey, he's a good dude. Yeah, liked it again on another viewing, so it holds up.
Yeah, it does. It's good. There's no, weird... There's not too many really weird effects.
Yeah.
There was one part where he was looking at a map at the beginning of it and was like, that's a green screen.
Yeah, there's some obvious green screen in this.
That's real obvious green screen. But it's not like Air Force One.
No, it's not Air Force One.
Oh my gosh. I have never actually seen all of Air Force One. And I still didn't see all of it because I was napping through part of it.
Yeah.
But we watched it over Christmas.
Uh-huh.
At Mark's mom and dad's house.
Yeah.
And we're watching it, and at the very end, when the plane goes down finally in the water, it starts it looks like it's skidding over the water and everything. I'm like,
it's a bad CGI.
It's such bad CGI, and I just laughed so hard.
And I remember watching it at the time and didn't think a thing about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is realistic now.
Yeah. So there's nothing that bad.
Yeah.
So this one, for Harrison Ford movies, this one is definitely the better.
Yeah.
With effects.
Yeah.
Oh, which makes sense because I'm sure it was Industrial Light and Magic or whatever.
Oh, yeah, probably. So yeah, we'll see if that continues with the next ones if we decide to keep watching them.
Oh, if we decide to keep watching them, we're going to watch them,
Yeah.
Plus, I've already got them recorded.
We have to.
We kind of have to. Oh, boy. It was very fun, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's have our snack now.
All right. Well, since we couldn't get a hold of any poison dates.
Yes, we tried.
We wanted it.
We tried.
We wanted that to be our snack.
Yep.
Instead, we have...
something that I ventured into a temple of convenience and discovered and traded precious coinage for. Yeah, I just happened to see this while I was in the store the other day, and I was like, oh,
this looks interesting.
I want to try this. Let's do it for the podcast. So it's Hershey's Cookies and Cream Cake.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Freshley's. So
it's Mrs. Freshley's.
Yeah, so kind of like a different version of Hostess.
Yeah,
Mrs. Freshley's does her stuff.
Little Debbie's mom is
Maybe.
Miss Freshley. Yeah.
Yeah, Debbie Freshley.
Debbie Freshley. Yeah, she's named after her mother.
Oh man.
Let's give it a try. Okay. I'm excited for these for some reason.
Oh, they're cookies and cream inspired cakes.
Oh, just inspired.
But they're filled with chocolate cream made with real Hershey cocoa. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they kind of broke apart.
They did.
A little bit. They look a little bit like zebra cakes.
They do.
Ooh.
They look like... Is it ho-hos or ding-dongs? I can't remember.
You're asking the wrong person. I do not know Hostess stuff other than the cupcakes.
That's a shame.
You're asking the person who has never had a Twinkie.
You've never had a Twinkie?
I've never had a Twinkie.
Girl. We gotta fix this.
Girl, we're gonna have Twinkies and we're gonna watch Wall-E.
That's right. Or Zombieland.
Okay. I'd rather watch Wall-E.
All right.
Oh no, it's dropping everywhere. No! It's falling apart.
They are so crumbly. It does have the zebra cake icing.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's solid and it is flaking. Ugh, we're gonna make here.
That's what you get for taking
I didn't want to leave a bunch of icing around.
From taking it off the floor. It wasn't the floor, but still.
So do you eat any Little Debbie stuff, or is that a pretty rare occurrence for you? Like zebra cakes, oatmeal cream pies?
I mean, it's pretty, I would say it's rare, but I still have eaten a lot of Little Debbie.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Little Debbie kind of person than a Hostess.
Oh, take that, Hostess.
Sucks to be you. I mean, I love Star Crunch. I used to eat those all the time.
Star Crunch are so good. I like these. I think they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
They are kind of zebra cake that's extra chocolatey.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say I would get one and blind. It'd be you know what? This is Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, oh, this is chocolatey zebra cake. So
I don't know why I was expecting the inside to be cream instead of like chocolate. Because
yeah.
it shows on the thing chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah.
I'm just an idiot.
Well, I guess it says chocolate cream, so maybe that's what threw you off.
Maybe, but I mean, it literally has like, if you look at the picture, it's got chocolate in the inside. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's good though.
It is. And there's a lot of little...
You can have all
little cake nachos here.
Bag fries.
Yeah, we got the bag fries of the hostess cake. So what do you give the Hershey's Cookies and Cream cake from Miss Freshley's?
I think I'm going to give it a 7.
That's what I was going to go with. 7.
It's good.
7, because it's good.
I would definitely eat it again.
It's not better than a Star Crunch.
It's not better than a Hershey's Cookies and Cream bar.
Oh, no.
Of course.
That's ridiculous. No.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not better than a Star Crunch. I love Star Crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's, I think it's Girl Scout cookie season.
Ooh. I need to go find some Girl Scouts.
Girl Scouts, where you at?
Where you at, girls?
I want your cookies.
I think you can find them on the website.
Yeah, you can
where
buy
they
them
sell
online.
stuff. Yeah.
Might have to.
Get some. You don't like Samoas, though. You
I don't, but I would try them again because I haven't had them in years.
Yeah. What do you get from the Girl Scouts?
I like Thin Mints.
Thin Mints are good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also,
and I'm not even much of a mint guy.
I also like both of the peanut butter options.
They're good.
Because there's like Tagalongs and Do-si-dos. I like Do-si-dos better, though. Cause
are they the ones that are like chocolate covered? They're the sandwich ones?
They're the sandwich ones. I like the sandwich ones better.
I like the covered.
I feel like the covered ones, the ones with like the big glob of peanut butter, it's like the peanut butter is just too much. It gets stuck on the roof of my mouth, and I'm like, I don't like this.
What's happening?
But the Do-si-do, the one with the sandwich cookie, I don't know. It's nice. It's crunchy.
Yeah.
And everything. So yeah, we might have to get some Girl Scout cookies.
We might.
They're so expensive.
They are.
Gosh, and I just remember...
It's to support the children.
And I just remember being a Girl Scout and having to sell Girl Scout cookies myself, and it was the worst. I am not a salesperson. At
least you weren't a Boy Scout and had to sell popcorn. Oh, it's like, I know the Girl Scouts have these delicious things.
That's true.
We have some popcorn, which, to be fair, that popcorn's pretty good. Especially, like, the chocolate covered and the cheddar and all that, but... like, we look like losers compared to the Girl Scouts.
But, I mean, me, shy little girl.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate this.
I bet.
I hate this so much.
I think I hated it, too.
I think I probably would just take the order form to church and be like, Mom, can you please do this? I didn't like it. Yeah. And then, of course, my best friend was also in Girl Scouts with me. And we went to church together, so she'd be like, buy some cookies! Because she's, like, extroverted, and I'm, like, not... So she's like all over the place. Like, hey, I'm selling Girl Scout cookies, and I'm just over here like, I am too. If you want to buy from me instead, that'd be like really nice. Oh man,
it's tough growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have Girl Scout cookies we could buy?
Anybody know some Girl Scouts?
What's your favorite Little Debbie snack or Hostess or Miss Freshley's?
Mm-hmm.
Let us know on Twitter at Having Funcast or on Facebook at Having Fun Pod.
Or you can email us at havingfunpod@gmail.com. Why are we speaking like this?
They'll remember.
You started it.
I did. All right, well, go have fun this week, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.